Sit with him in his office and it all makes sense. He has built his own business, Beacon Bank.
When I started my banking career while I was going to school at the University of North Dakota, I started as a teller, and then I worked in all the various departments of the bank, and it was during that time that I kind of set this goal for myself that someday I would own my own bank.
It seems simple, but oh, the discipline it takes to get there.
100 New Mexico, 100 every one of the states and British Columbia.
Walk with him in a field and you realize part of the reason he has had success in banking is that he loves life. He grew up in Jamestown, North Dakota, where he learned from his father how to hunt.
My dad was an attorney in Jamestown and knew an awful lot of farmers, and so we had carte blanche to hunt any land that we wanted to. We never ever had to, beg for permission or pay fees to get on land. We always had plenty of places to hunt pheasants south of Jamestown, and we always hunted north of Jamestown and northwest of Jamestown for ducks, and always had plenty bountiful hunting.
Nothing like the rooster pheasant, is there, Bob?
Nothing prettier, is there?
Majestic. And this is where he goes now, to get away from the business of banking.
You can walk right up on them, and you can't see them. I think that it's more of a personal balance issue for me. I love being outdoors. I love the ability to get exercise. I love the ability to watch the dogs. It gives me a chance to reflect on what's going on in my business.
Because building this means a spirit that cannot be calculated just over a spreadsheet. He had the benefit of a mentor, Ray Methune, and a back-to-school experience after he became an executive when he went to Harvard to try and learn how to win in business.
When I graduated from Harvard, the first thing that happened is that we changed the name from First State Bank of Excelsior to Beacon Bank, and that's just the beginning of our upward mobility for the bank.
What did they teach you?
It's fundamentals of business. It's how to analyze all kinds of business methods and strategies, and learning the very big picture. It gave me the building blocks that I needed to understand how to build a business fundamentally and strong.
Which takes us back to here, where you get the feeling he figured out the best way to build a business is to understand life. And in understanding the outdoors, you develop metaphors because your plan is similar.
Well, in our business, we do an awful lot of strategic planning, where we plan a long time in advance. So one of the books that we used in our company was What's Your Serengeti, and it talks about what kind of an animal you are and how you manage yourself in business. In our company, that philosophy is very important. We plan, we execute, and that gets us to our vision for the future. In hunting, you have to understand exactly where the birds are going to be. You have to understand which way the wind is. You have to understand where to put the decoys. You have to understand how the ducks are going to come in, or the geese are going to come into your decoys, so you can execute. And they're very similar.
And some days it doesn't work, and some days it's better than you ever expected, right?
That's exactly.
And it is in his case, in living life, that you understand business banking. What can seem a dry topic is really about people with an entrepreneurial spirit who are creative and rich with dreams.
The people, I love my job. I'm an entrepreneur. I dabble in lots of different things, but it's the opportunity to sit down with other entrepreneurs and deal with what's going on in their business and give them a little help along the way and help them provide them with financing that they need. But we're all about entrepreneurs helping other entrepreneurs, and that's what we do.
Maybe that's why they've made it. And that's why he is now starting his bucket list, one that involves, you guessed it. If you were just a banker, you wouldn't be having nearly as much fun as you do because you do all these other things.
I do my fair share of other things. I love life. I'm a great outdoorsman. I spend a tremendous amount of time out, in the wild. I love to hunt. I love to fish, and I love to take my wife places and make her happy.
Yes, he loves building a business, but you could make a case he built the business because he loves building a life.
Or I'd rather hunt 9 out of 10 times.
Life to the Max is brought to you by Life Touch, photography for a lifetime.